I need to know how to fix a PlayStation 4 disk drive.
That was a common problem with some past updates, like the 1.7 software update.
We are so past that software version.
The problem occurred with one of the 2.5 updates too. And in every case where the PS4 makes disk eject sounds or gives disk read errors, the solution was updating the console, rebooting and seeing if it worked.
Well, in that case, listening.
You know it is probably the last software update, if the console beeps 3 times when you restart it.
I've tried restarting it.
Try a hard reboot too, where you unplug it for 5 minutes, to see if that clears the memory and error.
I've tried rebooting, and that didn't fix this.
I'm assuming your disk read error isn't because the disk is covered in greasy fingerprints.
No, and it isn't obviously cracked.
I know it sounds obvious, but are you sure the disk read error isn't because you put the disk in upside down?
If I made that mistake, I wouldn't admit it, but I'd have figured it out before now too.
When it is a software problem, I've also heard of people rebuilding the database. Then it stops trying to eject the disk.
I wonder if it is a hardware problem.
There is a manual eject screw.
You use that screw when a disk is stuck in the slot. That is not the problem I'm having.
If you take off the HDD panel, tighten the screw, since a loose screw is interpreted by the console as someone tell it to eject the disk.
How on earth can it get loose?
Literally loose manufacturing standards, someone tipping the console on its side and back too often, trying to fix grinding of death by beating on the unit's back.
I don't sit it on its side to try to improve its cooling.
Good, since a unit sitting on its side or simply off kilter can cause it to have problems reading the disk.
That would be an easy thing to fix.
If it won't accept a disk and ejects anything you do get in, restarting it may get the PlayStation 4 to read it until the glitch happens again. If it happens more than once, the motherboard may be bad.
That's expensive to replace.
So replace the disk, and see if it is the disk reader or the disk.
I can try that.
If it is the disk reader itself, I don't know if any of the kits designed to clean it work. However, you can try cleaning the disk and polishing it to fill in any scratches that prevent it from being read.
And if cleaning the disk and one of the laser reader cleaners don't work, I'll be through everything but a hardware replacement that only Sony can do.
And you'll have determined that rebooting doesn't fix it, though a rebuild of the database might.
This cannot possibly be due to a setting problem.
It might be a setting issue if you're using disks from another country.
I bought them at the store down the street.
You can try initializing and reinstalling the system software, as a last-ditch effort before sending it in for repair.
And I'll have eliminated everything on their troubleshooting list that they could overcharge me for.